So I made it to Fredericksburg. It's chilly. It's like 40 something degrees, but there's a weird echo in this alleyway, but I'm gonna take you shopping with me. So this is my first time actually walking through the town. It's so cute. I already found a shop called Earthbound, a trading co, which has all the metaphysical, spiritual stuff. So I already went shopping in there, but let's see what else we can find. To me to find the Halloween section in a Christmas store. Let me give you the tour of this quaint and cozy Airbnb. It is so cute. I'm sure there's a lot more greenery in the springtime, but it's still technically winter. I love this little patio setup, just overlooking nature. Even though it's all dead, it's still pretty and relaxing with the birds chirping. I did bring my own little butane stove as well as my tea kettle because there is no kitchen. So here is the bed. It's a king size bed and I've already sat on it. It's really, really cozy. And then from here, this is literally it. This is the whole Airbnb, which I love. It's a nice break from the size of my house. So there is a microwave and there's some cute restaurants that I want to eat at anyway. So I don't really need a kitchen other than for tea or coffee, which there is a Keurig provided, which is wonderful. That's just a little closet area. And then back here is the bathroom with the shower. Look how beautiful that chandelier is. Oh, I love it. It's just so cute. It's just like a whole vibe. So one of the main reasons I picked this spot is because it's a half a mile walk to town to Main Street, which is so close by. Not to mention I was just in love with this patio situation. There's like a trellis and vines crawling up it. This is very similar to what I want to do in my backyard. I just don't know where. I'm drinking out of a Dixie cup because I forgot to bring one of my mugs from home. However, I did find one. I didn't buy it, but I did find one when I was out today, and there is soap and water here, so I'll be able to clean it. But yeah, maybe I'll buy it tomorrow. For now, we've got the paper cup aesthetic. It's great. Also, there's a good chance I've eaten off most of my lipstick, so just ignore that. I decided to come here because I've been working so hard on everything, especially on Cosmic Manifestation, that launch, just all the content, getting it ready. And I think I said this in my last video, but I miss traveling so much. The pandemic really put a dent in my traveling. And so there's actually so much of Texas that I haven't seen. And I've driven through Fredericksburg so many times, and every time I'm like, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna go explore the shops and just explore the town because it is the cutest town ever. And all the shops are like locally owned. And I think they have a strict, I don't know if it's like a law, but on Main Street, they don't have like chain stores or restaurants. You have to be like a local, and it has to be locally owned, which I think is really, really cool. So it's like supporting small businesses and being able to just get into a new atmosphere. I don't know what we're going to title this segment of the vlog, because it seems like we're doing a lot of outdoor chats lately. But I was thinking about this quote, and I can't remember where I heard it. It may have been Abraham Hicks, if I'm not mistaken. But the quote says, "What got you here won't get you there." I love this quote so much. I think about it probably every single day. And I've really started living my life by its meaning, because it's so true. And oftentimes I feel like when we're about to step into the unknown, brave the unknown, take a leap, do something that's outside of our comfort zones, you know, fear, that fear voice can play out really, really loud in our heads. But what's so crazy to think about, which is something we talk a lot about in Cosmic Manifestation, is that your life right now, everything that you're experiencing in your reality right now, was once outside your comfort zone. In one way or another, it was once outside of your comfort zone. Like, really just take a minute to let that sink in, because I think sometimes we forget, like as we get older, there's less of a, I don't know, there's less of an urge to, I don't want to say take risks, but sometimes it's like we just get so rooted in what's familiar and what's comfortable that we don't actively seek out, that's what I'm trying to say, we don't actively seek out adventure and new and exciting things. Like, we take the same route to work and we go to the exact same Starbucks or coffee shop and we order the exact same drink, right? It's just like we get into these routines, not saying that routines are a bad thing, not at all. But when we lose that zest for life and that adventure and going and trying new things, that's when our growth stops. That's when our expansion as souls, like your soul is going to expand in one way or another. So it's like, are you going to have resistance around that and push and push and push against it and not do the things that your soul is really calling you to do and really nudging you to do? Or are you going to remember that you're a soul having a human experience and that you came here to experience what it's like to be human in this particular reality? And not only to just experience it, but to experience the absolute best of it, to fulfill and manifest all of your desires. Every single day I am asking myself, what would the highest version of myself do? What is she thinking? What is she consuming? What is she doing with her time? What's on her mind? Is she worried? Or is she carefree and vibrant and aware of the fact that all of this is temporary? So why are we taking it so seriously? I think as adults, we often forget that life is supposed to be fun, that it's supposed to be an adventure, that it's supposed to be enjoyable, and that we're supposed to take risks. We're supposed to take risks. We're supposed to do the things that are uncomfortable, the things that are outside of our comfort zone, because that's where the expansion lies. The expansion is not in your carefully curated space of where you've been for years and years and years, right? It's outside of that. It's in doing the things you've never done before, investing in yourself in ways that you've never invested before. That soul expansion is right there. It's literally within an arm's reach. It's right there. But in order to get to it, you have to step outside of the carefully curated box. As one of the universal laws, and also just knowing this from personal experience, it is in doing the things that scare you the most, that feel the most wild and out there and uncomfortable. That's where it's at. That's what life is. That's what your soul came here to experience. And what's so cool is that once you do one thing, or once you spend X amount of money on yourself, right? Or once you write that first book and decide to self-publish it, like whatever the thing is, whatever you have your eyes set on, once you do it once, the net, you're able to cast a wider net because you've done it one time and you've seen what happens. Like, it's no longer an unknown. It's no longer foreign to you. So you can cast a wider net, and so your expansion, it keeps growing and growing and growing, and there are more experiences, more opportunities, more money, just more things that can flow to you that you can receive. You know, it's one thing to just teach on the metaphysical and spiritual concepts like I do in my podcast and like I've been doing every here and there in my YouTube videos, but it's a whole other thing to actually share the vulnerable personal experiences that I've had in implementing and integrating these specific universal laws and cosmic principles into my life. And that's honestly what's so unique about cosmic manifestation, is that it's not just this standardized approach to manifesting, but it takes into account your unique energetic signature so that you can create a process, or you can adapt this process that I teach to fit with and align with your energy. Don't forget that doors close to Cosmic Manifestation on March 30th. We start on April 2nd, and I am so excited to go through this process. As always, you can find the link in the description box below. Okay, this pathway, this stone pathway is very uneven, so I hope the camera is mostly straight. We're gonna do a haul, a Fredericksburg shopping haul, because I love everything I got. I can't even believe all of the unique things that I got. So this first one is from the Grasshopper Artisan Gifts and Decor, and they are just the most beautiful earrings, and they're like little leaves and they're colorful. Like they've kind of got purple, I don't know, they're like metallic looking. So my soul was just like, yes, buy those. Next up, this should look familiar. I bought it. I bought it. It's the, I guess it's Celia's Cellar. This was from the Halloween Town display in the Christmas store. And I don't know if you can see this. It says retired. So they were retiring this piece. There were only 3 left. I don't have, well actually I did start to collect little Halloween Town type, not Halloween Town like Disney Channel, not the movie, but like a Halloween town, like how you have a Christmas town or a Christmas village. Let's call it a Halloween village. Anyways, I started collecting pieces from Michael's, the Ashland brand, but I didn't even know that there is actually a Snow Village Halloween version of the village. And yeah, so this was 30% off, which was great because it's being retired. So I bought it and I'm so excited about it. It's going in the Nook, like it's gonna be up year round. So definitely worth it. I'm obsessed with it. It says drink up, which is like, how could I not? How could I not? I've also been doing a lot of inner child and inner teen healing. So every time I go somewhere, even just out and about, I commune with my inner child and I ask, what would make you happy, inner child? Like, what do you want? And today my inner child said candy, specifically a Pez dispenser in the shape of a bee. This is for my inner child. It's so good. Did anyone else eat Pez growing up out of the little dispenser? Because Pez is so good. And then from the Sweet Lily, I don't know what it is. I've just been really obsessed with bees lately. So I'll do a cutaway shot when I get home because I don't want to unwrap it. I don't want it to break on the way home, but it's a honey dispenser thing and it's so cute. I want you to see the lid. Can you see the bee on top? Anyways, like I said, I'll do a cutaway, but it's a honey, it's not a dispenser, but it's a honey, I don't know what this is called, but I need one because I drink so much tea and I'm always just squeezing the honey out of its normal container and I'm like, this is so boring, like I want this. Just something to put this on or just like to rest a teaspoon is this really cute tea kettle plate with a bumblebee on it. Again, I will do a cutaway so you can actually see what it looks like. So FYI, all these shops are on Main Street in case you are wanting to visit Fredericksburg, which I highly recommend. Again, it is the cutest town and I love everything I've gotten. That's not all though, because the store that I could not stay away from was Earthbound Trading Company, and this is by far where I got the majority of the items you're about to see. First and foremost, which I think I caught this in the B-roll, I've been looking for a new welcome mat for I don't even know how long, and like for springtime, and it's just perfect. So that was from Earthbound Trading Company, as well as their unique incense that they make, which these all smell so good. I got 10 free sticks if I bought one of the little bags. So I bought this to keep the incense in, and then I also bought this because I'm in need of another one for my office. I just saw it and I was like, I must have this. The detail though, it's just so beautiful. I don't know, this could be like another book of shadows of mine, maybe one that's more focused on herbal stuff, like herbal alchemy. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but I had to buy it, so I did. So that was yesterday's haul from Earthbound Trading Company, and then I went back today and she was like, would you like an organic cotton reusable tote for $7.95, and I was like, yes, I would. So I got this one. I'm obsessed with it. This is just, it's an incense cone waterfall thing, but the crystals light up, so it's like a crystal cave, but then you have the incense cone, the backflow one, so then the smoke like drifts down and makes it all smoky and spooky. So of course this is also going in the nook and will be up year round. This is my mug, which I am going to unwrap it because I'm gonna have tea later after I wash it. I have this weird thing with mugs, so whenever there's a significant change or shift or transformation in my life, I always buy a new mug. And so this will be known, forever known, as my cosmic manifestation mug. This is what I was talking about, where it has like little feet, so it looks like a cauldron. Yeah, anyways, I'm obsessed with it. So that is the mug that, ooh, I popped. That was like the little popper thing. That was the mug I was talking about. And then I did get, oh yeah, this beautiful ring. And then the last thing I got is this mushroom pen. Because whatever I decide to use this for, it felt appropriate. And I'm also gonna use this as my new journaling pen. So yeah, that's my little haul. Not surprising. None of this is surprising at all. Not even the bee Pez dispenser. I can't stop eating these. That is going to conclude today's video and this trip to Fredericksburg. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and click that subscribe button. Don't forget that doors close to Cosmic Manifestation on March 30th, 2022. You can find the link in the description box below. But yeah, thanks so much for tagging along with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!